Captain Eliza Reeves floated through the empty halls of the ancient space station. Her magnetic boots clicked softly against the metal floor as she switched them on and off. The beam from her helmet light cut through the darkness, revealing walls covered in strange symbols. "Found anything useful yet?" The voice of her eye assistant, Dash, crackled through her helmet. "Nothing but dust and dead circuits," Eliza replied. She had been searching for 6 hours. This derelict station, drifting at the edge of known space, was her last hope. 3 months ago, the Galactic Council had taken everything from her. They called her Earth fleet ship designs too aggressive and unpredictable. The Council aliens liked their wars clean and organized, with rules everyone followed. Eliza's ideas broke those rules, so they took her rank and banned her from official work. Now she hunted for salvage, looking for anything to sell just to keep her small ship running. "Captain, I'm detecting an energy signature behind the wall to your right," Dash said suddenly. "It's faint, but definitely active." Eliza moved toward the wall and ran her scanner over it. "There's a hidden door here." She pulled a laser cutter from her belt and carefully cut along the edges of what looked like a panel. The metal sheet fell away, revealing a small dark room. Inside, a single pedestal stood in the center, glowing with a soft blue light. "What is that?" Dash asked as Eliza approached. On the pedestal sat a small crystal cube. Images floated within it, rotating slowly. Eliza leaned closer. The images were ship designs, but unlike anything the Council races built. Where Council ships were elegant and symmetric, these designs looked rough, functional, and incredibly deadly. "Dash, are you seeing this?" Eliza whispered, picking up the cube. "These weapon systems would never be approved by Council standards." "That's because they're far beyond Council technology," Dash replied. "According to my analysis, these designs are at least 50,000 years old, from before the Council even existed." Eliza smiled for the first time in months, and completely outside their regulations. She carefully placed the cube in her secure pouch. Her mind was already racing with possibilities. With her engineering background and these ancient plans, she could build something new, something that combined the best of these ancient designs with modern human innovation. As Eliza headed back to her ship, her communication device beeped. An alert scrolled across her helmet display. "Council enforcer patrol entering CC2R. Captain, we have a problem," Dash warned. "Enforcer Xalvor's flagship is scanning this region. He's the one who had you blacklisted." Eliza quickened her pace. "How long until they reach this position?" "Approximately 2 hours. Then we'll be long gone," she said firmly. "Set course for the abandoned mining colony in the Taurus neutron belt. The radiation there will hide what we're about to build." As her small ship pulled away from the station, Eliza held the cube up to the light of a distant star. Inside it was more than just ship designs. It was her chance to show the Council that human creativity couldn't be contained by their rules. What she didn't know was that Enforcer Xalvor had already detected her ship's energy signature and was becoming very curious about what a disgraced human captain was doing so far from Earth space. The game had begun. The abandoned mining colony hung silently in orbit around the neutron star. Its heavy metal walls, designed to shield miners from radiation, now served a new purpose, hiding Eliza and her growing crew from Council scanners. "Pass me that fusion coupler," Eliza said, reaching out from under the large metal frame that would become the ship's main computer core. Maya, a former Earth fleet engineer with bright blue hair and more tattoos than skin, slapped the tool into her hand. "You really think this will work, Captain?" Maya asked, looking around at the dozens of humans working throughout the massive hangar. "The Council will flip when they see what we're building." Eliza slid out from under the computer frame and stood up, wiping sweat from her forehead. "That's why they won't see it until it's too late." In just 3 weeks, Eliza had gathered the best human minds rejected by the Council. Brilliant engineers, programmers, and former military specialists. All of them shared one thing. They had been pushed aside because Council aliens found human methods unpredictable or unnecessarily creative. On the far side of the hangar, the ship was taking shape. It was smaller than Council warships, but packed with technologies the aliens had forbidden. "How's the quantum weapons system coming along, Rodriguez?" Elisa called out. A tall man wearing smart goggles looked up from a complex array of crystals. "Almost there, Captain. When these weapons fire, they'll be entangled with their targets. No shields in the galaxy can block that connection." Eliza nodded and walked toward another section, where a nervous-looking woman worked on a glowing sphere. "And the AI core, Dr. Chen." Dr. Chen adjusted her glasses. "I've never seen code like this before. It's not just an AI. It can evolve and create its own combat strategies. The Council banned this technology for a reason, Captain." "The Council bans anything they don't control," Eliza replied. She patted the glowing sphere gently. "We're calling it Prometheus." Suddenly, alarms blared throughout the hangar. Everyone froze. "Captain." Dash's voice came over the speakers. "Council ships entering the system. 5 patrol vessels and Enforcer Zalvor's flagship." Eliza's heart raced. How did they find us so quickly? "Unknown, but they're scanning the asteroid field now. Our shielding won't hide us for long." Eliza looked at the ship. It was only about 60% complete. The engines worked, and some weapons were online, but many systems remained unfinished. "How long until they reach scanning range of the colony?" she asked. 23 minutes, Dash replied. Eliza turned to her crew. Their faces showed fear, but also determination. These were people who had risked everything for this project. "We have 2 choices," she announced. "Abandon everything we've built or launch now with an unfinished ship." Maya stepped forward. "The hull's adaptive material is working. Prometheus is online, even if not fully calibrated. I say we go." One by one, the others nodded in agreement. "Prepare for launch in 15 minutes, Eliza ordered. "Load all essential equipment and get to your stations." As the crew rushed to prepare, Eliza walked to the viewing window and looked at the distant stars. Somewhere out there, Zalvor's ships were closing in. Their new vessel, the Loophole Asterisk, was about to face its first test much sooner than planned. But Eliza smiled grimly. The Council always underestimated humans. That was about to change. "All systems online at 62% capacity," Dash announced as the Loophole Asterisk broke away from the mining colony. The ship hummed with power, its sleek black hull absorbing light rather than reflecting it. Inside the command center, Eliza strapped herself into the captain's chair. Screens lit up around her, showing her crew at their stations and the approaching Council ships. "Prometheus, are you with us?" Eliza asked. A deep, calm voice answered from the ship's speakers. "I am online, Captain. My combat systems are ready, though not at full potential." Maya looked up from her engineering console. "An AI shouldn't sound so confident after only 3 weeks of programming." "I learn quickly," Prometheus replied. On the main screen, 5 Council patrol ships appeared, moving in a perfect V formation. Behind them loomed Enforcer Zalvor's flagship, a massive silver vessel shaped like a crescent moon. "They've spotted us," Rodriguez reported from the weapons station. "They're charging weapons." Eliza took a deep breath. "Prometheus, what do you recommend?" "Traditional tactics would suggest retreat," the eye replied. "However, my analysis of Council battle patterns indicates they expect us to flee. I suggest we move directly toward them." Maya gasped. "That's suicide." "It's also the last thing they'll expect," Eliza said with a grim smile. "Do it. Full power to the adaptive hull." The Loophole Asterisk surged forward, its engines glowing blue against the darkness of space. On the Council ships, weapon ports opened, ready to fire. "They're targeting us," Rodriguez warned. "Impact in 5 seconds. Everyone hold on," Eliza shouted. Green energy beams struck the loophole from all directions. But instead of exploding, the ship's strange hull material began to ripple and glow. Hull integrity at 92%. Maya reported in amazement. It's working. The adaptive material is absorbing their energy weapons. Zalvor's voice suddenly came through the communication system. Human vessel, this is Enforcer Zalvor. Your ship violates 17 Council regulations. Power down immediately or be destroyed. Illicit ignored him. Prometheus, are the quantum weapons ready? Yes, Captain. Target locked on the lead patrol ship. Fire. A pulse of blue-white energy shot from the loophole. It didn't look impressive, just a small flash of light. But when it hit the lead council ship, something strange happened. The patrol vessel's engines suddenly shut down. Its weapons went dark. It began to drift helplessly in space. What did you do to them? Dr. Chen asked, staring at her screens. Quantum entanglement, Prometheus explained. Our weapons connected with their ship's core systems at the quantum level. We can control what works and what doesn't. On the screen, the remaining council ships broke formation, confused by this unknown weapon. But Zalvor's flagship moved forward, launching a large missile toward the mining colony. Captain. Dash's voice was urgent. They fired a planet killer at the colony. There are still people there. Our people who couldn't board in time. Eliza's face hardened. Prometheus, can we intercept it? Yes, but it will drain our remaining power reserves. Do it. The loophole changed course, racing to place itself between the missile and the colony. As the planet killer approached, the ship extended a field of energy that captured the missile, slowly dissolving its structure. On the main screen, Zalvor's face appeared. His alien features showed shock and fury. What you have created is an abomination, he hissed. The Council will declare this ship illegal. You will be hunted across the galaxy. Eliza met his gaze steadily. Then you better start hunting, Enforcer. Because we're just getting started. With that, the loophole vanished into light speed, leaving the damaged Council fleet behind. 2 weeks passed since the battle with Zalvor's fleet. The loophole drifted in the shadow of a gas giant, hidden from Council sensors. Inside, the crew worked tirelessly to complete the ship's systems. Have you seen this? Maya asked, passing her tablet to Eliza. On the screen was a Council wanted notice with an image of the loophole. Eliza whistled. That's quite a bounty. We could buy our own moon with that much money. Not funny, Captain, Maya replied. Every bounty hunter and Council patrol in the galaxy is looking for us now. Eliza handed back the tablet. That's why we're finishing the ship here. Prometheus, how are your systems coming along? The eye's calm voice filled the room. My combat algorithms are now at 87% efficiency. I have been studying the ancient data from the crystal cube. And, Eliza prompted, I believe I know why these designs were created. Prometheus said, they were not meant for conquest, but for protection. Against something called the Void Harvesters. Dr. Chen, who had been working nearby, looked up. The Void Harvesters. Those are just old stories to scare children. I don't think so, Prometheus replied. I've been monitoring Council emergency channels. 3 outer colony worlds have gone silent in the past week. Eliza frowned. Show me. A holographic map appeared, showing 3 planets marked in red. They formed a straight line pointing toward the heart of Council space. No Council announcement about this, Eliza asked. None, Dash confirmed. But I found this unofficial transmission. A grainy video played, showing strange, angular ships descending on a planet. Where they touched down, everything, buildings, vehicles, even the ground itself, seemed to dissolve and be absorbed into the vessels. They're consuming everything, Rodriguez whispered. Technology, resources, just like the old legends of the Void Harvesters, Dr. Chen said, her face pale. They were said to be ancient machines that strip whole planets bare. At that moment, the ship's communication system beeped. Captain Dash announced, "We're receiving a transmission." It's being broadcast on all frequencies. Enforcer Xalvor's face appeared on screen. He looked tired, his alien features strained. "Attention all Council citizens and vessels. The human warship designated *Loophole* is to be captured or destroyed on sight. This vessel represents a level of technological advancement that threatens the stability of the Council order. A reward off." Eliza cut off the transmission. "He's still obsessed with us while entire worlds are going dark. Typical Council thinking. Follow the rules even as the galaxy burns." "What do we do, Captain?" Maya asked. "We could jump to the outer rim, beyond Council space. We'd be safe there." Eliza was quiet for a long moment, looking at the map with its 3 dead worlds. "If those really are the Void Harvesters," she said slowly, "then they won't stop at the outer colonies. They'll keep coming until they've consumed everything." "The Council has thousands of warships," Rodriguez pointed out. "Let them handle it." "Council ships follow Council rules," Eliza replied. "But these harvesters won't play by the rulebook. They'll need something unpredictable." She turned to face her crew. "Set course for Outpost Zeta 9. It's the next colony in the Harvester's path." Captain Dash warned, "That's going deeper into Council space. The risk of detection is nothing compared to the risk of doing nothing," Eliza finished. "We built this ship to prove humans could think beyond the Council's rules. Now we get to prove why that matters." As the Loophole powered up its engines, Prometheus spoke. "Captain, I calculate a 72% probability that Enforcer Xalvor will be waiting for us." Eliza smiled grimly. "Good. Then he can watch us save his people while he's trying to arrest us." The Loophole dropped out of light speed near Outpost Zeta 9, where a busy colony with 5 million people should have been. There was only silence. The planet's surface, once green with forests and blue with oceans, now looked gray and lifeless. "Scan for life signs," Eliza ordered, her voice tight. Dash ran the scan. "Nothing, Captain. The planet is empty." On the main screen, they could see the colony's buildings still standing, but something was wrong. The structures looked hollow, as if everything inside had been removed. "What could do this?" Maya whispered. "Magnify Sector 4, Eliza said, pointing to a dark shape on the horizon. The screen zoomed in to show a massive ship unlike any they had seen before. It was black, with angles that seemed to hurt the eyes. It was at least 10 times larger than the Loophole. "Prometheus, what are we looking at?" Eliza asked. "A Void Harvester collector vessel," the eye replied. "It has detected our presence." As if on cue, the massive ship turned toward them. Smaller craft began to pour from its sides like insects from a nest. "Battle stations," Eliza shouted. "Rodriguez, charge weapons. Maya, full power to the adaptive hull." The crew jumped to their positions as the swarm of harvester ships approached. They were angular and black like their mothership, moving in perfect formation. "They're scanning us," Prometheus reported. "Their scan patterns are confused. They cannot classify our technology." "Good," Eliza said. "Let's confuse them more." Prometheus, tactical options. The harvesters appear to use focused energy beams to break down matter for collection. Our adaptive hull should resist this effect. I recommend we allow one hit to analyze their weapon, then counterattack. "That's a big risk," Maya warned. "Do it," Eliza ordered. A harvester beam struck the Loophole, causing the ship to shudder. The hull glowed where the beam hit, absorbing and adapting. "Hull integrity at 81%, Maya reported. "It's holding, but these weapons are incredibly powerful." "I have analyzed their attack pattern," Prometheus announced. "Quantum weapons ready to counter." "Fire," Eliza commanded. The Lufol's quantum weapons fired, connecting directly to the systems of the harvester ships. 3 of the enemy vessels suddenly stopped and began to drift. "It worked," Rodriguez shouted. "We've disabled them." But more harvester ships kept coming. Dozens, then hundreds poured from the collector vessel. "There are too many," Dr. Chen said, fear in her voice. "No," Eliza replied calmly. "We don't need to fight them all." "Prometheus, are you recording all this?" "Yes, Captain. I am collecting comprehensive data on the harvesters." "Good. Now plot a course to the nearest Council communication hub. We need to warn them what's coming." The Lufol fired a final barrage, creating a gap in the harvester swarm, then accelerated to light speed, escaping the attack. Hours later, as they approached the Council hub at Proxima Station, Eliza prepared the warning message with all their data on the harvesters. "Sending now," Dash announced. The message transmitted, but moments later, an error message appeared. "Transmission below key. Terrorist communication protocol. The Council is blocking our warning." Maya asked in disbelief. "They still think we're the enemy," Eliza said bitterly. At that moment, the sensors beeped urgently. "Captain." Dash's voice was alarmed. "Council warships approaching. It's Enforcer Xalvor's fleet." On the view screen, they could see 5 large Council battleships moving toward them, weapons ready. "They found us," Rodriguez muttered. Eliza's eyes narrowed. "No, they ignored us when we tried to warn them. Now they'll have to listen." "Council vessels approaching, weapons hot," Dash announced. "They're ordering us to power down and prepare to be boarded." On the main screen, Enforcer Xalvor's face appeared again. His 4 eyes narrowed as he recognized Eliza. "Captain Reeves," he said, his voice cold. "Your terrorist vessel is surrounded. Surrender now." Eliza looked at her crew. They were tired but determined. Fighting the Council would be difficult, especially after the battle with the harvesters had drained their power reserves. "Xalvor," she replied calmly, "we've just come from Outpost Zeta 9. It's gone. Everyone is dead. The Void Harvesters are real, and they're heading toward Council core worlds." The alien Enforcer's face showed no emotion, an obvious deception. "The Harvesters are just legends." "We have proof," Eliza said. "Let us send you our data." "All transmissions from your illegal vessel are blocked," Xalvor replied. "You have 1 minute to surrender before we open fire." The communication cut off. Eliza gripped the arms of her captain's chair, thinking fast. "Options, people?" she asked. "We could fight," Rodriguez suggested. "The quantum weapons would give us an advantage. Or we could run again," Maya added. "The engines are still at 70%. Before Eliza could respond, another communication request came through. This one was from a different Council ship, smaller and marked with scientific insignia. "Captain, it's the research vessel Inquiry *, Dash said. "Their commander is requesting a private channel." "Put them through," Eliza ordered. The face that appeared wasn't what she expected. Unlike Xalvor's cold, 4-eyed alien features, this was an older alien with skin that shifted colors like a chameleon. Eliza recognized his species, a Tellarian, known for their scientific minds. "Captain Reeves, I am Dr. Tellis," he said quietly. "I've been monitoring unusual energy patterns across the outer colonies. Did you really see the harvesters?" "Yes," Eliza replied. "We have scanned data, visual records." "I believe you," Dr. Tellis interrupted. "Unlike Xalvor, I've been paying attention to the pattern of silent colonies, but the Council refuses to acknowledge a threat this serious without absolute proof." 30 seconds until Xalvor opens fire, Dash warned. Dr. Tellis's skin turned a worried blue color. "I suggest a compromise, Captain. Surrender your ship to me, not to Xalvor. As a scientific vessel, the Inquiry * has authority to study dangerous technology. Once you're aboard, we can review your evidence." "Why should I trust you?" Eliza asked. Because I've spent my career studying human potential, Dr. Tellis replied. The Council fears your unpredictability. I find it fascinating and necessary if what you say about the harvesters is true. Eliza looked at her crew. Maya nodded slowly. Even Prometheus spoke up. His logic is sound, Captain, and my analysis indicates a 78% probability he is being truthful. 10 seconds to weapons lock, Dash announced. Very well, Eliza decided. Dr. Tellis, we accept your offer. She opened a channel to all Council ships. This is Captain Reeves. We are surrendering to the scientific vessel Inquiry for research purposes, as is their right under Council law. Zalvor's ships hesitated. Even he couldn't openly defy Council scientific authority. As the Lufol moved toward the Inquiry Prometheus spoke privately to Eliza. Captain, I've been analyzing the harvester data. I believe I know their next target, Epsilon 9. It houses 3 million refugees from the outer colonies. Eliza nodded grimly. Then that's where we'll make our stand. But first, we need Dr. Tellis to believe us. And if he doesn't? Maya asked quietly. Then we take back our ship and go there anyway, Eliza replied. Even if we have to fight the entire Council to do it. Dr. Tellis's eyes widened as he watched the recordings from the Lufol's encounter with the Void Harvesters. This is worse than I feared, he said, his skin turning a pale gray color. And you believe they will attack Epsilon 9 next? Eliza nodded. They stood in the laboratory of the Inquiry where the scientist had spent hours reviewing their evidence. The Lufol was docked nearby, under guard but not disabled. Prometheus calculated their movement pattern. They'll reach Epsilon 9 in less than 12 hours. Dr. Tellis tapped his long fingers on the table. There are 3 million refugees there. The evacuation has barely begun. We need to warn the Council, Eliza insisted. I've tried, Dr. Tellis replied. They refuse to believe the threat is real. Zalvor has convinced them this is all a human trick to distract from your illegal ship. Maya, who had been quiet until now, spoke up. Then we need to show them proof they can't ignore. How? Dr. Tellis asked. We take the Lufol to Epsilon 9, Eliza said. We fight the harvesters where everyone can see it. You broadcast everything. Dr. Tellis's skin flashed with surprise. That's extremely dangerous. And Zalvor has stationed ships around us. He's just waiting for an excuse to attack you. Eliza smiled. Then we'll have to be sneaky. Dash, is the Lufol ready? Yes, Captain, the eye replied. We've used the docking time to recharge fully. I can override the security codes, Dr. Tellis offered. But once you leave, I cannot protect you. You don't need to protect us, Eliza said. Just make sure the Council sees what happens at Epsilon 9. 3 hours later, the Lufol dropped out of light speed near Epsilon 9. The beautiful blue-green planet was still peaceful, unaware of what was coming. But at the edge of the system, dark shapes were already appearing. Harvester ships, dozens of them. Evacuation ships still on the surface, Rodriguez reported. They're not going to get everyone out in time. Then we buy them time, Eliza ordered. Prometheus, tactical analysis. The harvesters have not yet detected our presence. I suggest we target their lead ships first to disrupt their formation. Do it, Eliza commanded. The Lufol moved swiftly, firing its quantum weapons at the first wave of harvester ships. 3 of them immediately went dark, their systems disabled. It's working, Maya shouted. But the victory was short-lived. The main harvester vessel, twice as large as the one they'd seen before, turned its attention to the Lufol Energy spike, Dash warned. There. A beam of intense energy shot toward them. The adaptive hull absorbed much of it, but the ship still shook violently. Hull integrity at 60%, Maya reported. We can't take many hits like that. Suddenly, Dash announced, "Captain, Dr. Tellis is broadcasting our battle to all Council frequencies. The feed is going everywhere, even to civilian channels." On a side screen, Eliza could see their fight being transmitted across the galaxy. The harvesters were now visible to everyone. More ships entering the system. Rodriguez called out, "It's Council vessels." Enforcer Xalvor's fleet appeared, weapons ready. But instead of targeting the asterisk loophole asterisk, they hesitated, seeing the Harvester Armada for the first time. "They've seen the truth," Eliza said. "Now let's see if they'll fight beside us or against us." Xalvor's face appeared on the screen. His expression was hard to read, but his voice was clear. "Captain Reeves," he said coldly, "it appears we have a common enemy." The battle at Epsilon 9 changed everything. The asterisk loophole asterisk fought alongside Council ships against the Harvester fleet, their combined firepower pushing back the enemy long enough for thousands of refugee ships to escape. 3 days later, Eliza stood in the Grand Council chamber. The room was circular with tall windows showing the stars outside. Representatives from 100 alien species sat in rising tiers, all watching her, some with fear, others with curiosity, and a few with respect. "The human vessel saved many lives," Dr. Tellis was saying. His skin now glowed a confident orange as he addressed the Council. Without Captain Reeves and her ship, Epsilon 9 would have been lost completely. Enforcer Xalvor stood on the opposite side of the chamber. "The ship still violates Council law," he insisted. "These humans have created technologies deemed too dangerous to exist." An argument broke out among the Council members. Some demanded the asterisk loophole asterisk be destroyed immediately. Others wanted its technology shared to fight the Harvesters. The head counselor, a tall alien with silvery skin, raised her hand for silence. "Captain Reeves, what do you say to these charges?" Eliza stepped forward. "The laws that make my ship illegal were created in peacetime. But we are not at peace. The Harvesters have already taken 7 worlds. They will take more unless we use every advantage we have." Some Council members nodded. Others shook their heads. "A vote will be taken," the head counselor announced. "Until then, the human ship will remain under guard." Back aboard the asterisk loophole asterisk, now docked at the Council station, Eliza's crew was hard at work. "They're still debating whether our ship should exist," Maya said with disgust. "Meanwhile, we could be out there fighting." Eliza nodded, "Which is why we're not waiting for their decision." "Rodriguez, how's the integration coming?" Rodriguez looked up from a workstation where he was examining a piece of Harvester technology they had recovered during the battle. "It's working better than expected. The adaptive hull is absorbing and learning from the Harvester tech." "And Prometheus?" Eliza asked. "I have made a significant discovery, Captain," the AI replied. "The Harvesters operate as a collective. They share a central coordination system. If we could disrupt it, we could shut them all down at once," Eliza finished. At that moment, Dash gave an alert. "Captain, someone is approaching the ship. It's Enforcer Xalvor." Eliza sighed. What does he want now? When Xalvor came aboard, his manner was different. Less arrogant, more businesslike. "Captain Reeves," he said stiffly, "I have a proposition for you." "I'm listening," Eliza replied cautiously. "One of your crew was captured at Epsilon 9, Xalvor said. Engineer Patel. He is being held by Council security." Eliza tensed. "What are you suggesting?" "A trade. Your crewmen for information about your ship's quantum weapons." Before Eliza could respond, another message came through. It was from a private Council channel, and the face that appeared was the Supreme Arbiter, the highest legal authority in the Council. "Captain Reeves," the ancient alien said, "I offer an alternative. Provide us with complete schematics for your vessel, and you will receive not only your crewmen, but also a full pardon and official recognition from the Council." Eliza looked between the 2 aliens. Both were offering deals. Both wanted her ship's secrets. I need time to consider, she said. After they left, Maya approached. What are you thinking, Captain? Elisa's eyes were determined. I'm thinking that while they're busy trying to get our technology, no one is focusing on what Prometheus discovered, the Harvester Command Nexus, and that's where we need to go. But how? Maya asked. We're under guard. Eliza smiled. We have the most advanced ship in the galaxy. We'll find a way. All systems ready for emergency launch, Maya reported. Night had fallen on the council station, and most guards were focused on the diplomatic areas where the debates continued. Status on Engineer Patel, Eliza asked, checking her weapon. Located in Detention Block C, security is minimal. They don't consider him dangerous. Eliza nodded. Rodriguez, you and I will get Patel. Maya, prepare the ship for immediate departure once we're back. Dr. Tellis suddenly appeared at the airlock. Captain Reeves, may I come aboard? Quickly, please. Eliza motioned him in. Doctor, this isn't a good time. You're planning to leave, he said, his skin turning a knowing purple, to find the Harvester Command Nexus. How did you? I'm a scientist. I observe. Dr. Tellis handed her a small device. This contains my security clearances. It will open any door in the detention area and disable the alarms. Eliza studied him. Why are you helping us? Because the council will debate until every world is consumed, because some things matter more than rules. He paused, and because I believe humans might be our only hope. 20 minutes later, Eliza and Rodriguez moved silently through the detention block. With Dr. Tellis's device, they easily reached Engineer Patel's cell. Captain, Patel whispered when he saw them. They've been questioning me about the ship's systems. Did you tell them anything? Rodriguez asked. Patel looked offended. Of course not. Let's go. They were almost back to the ship when alarms suddenly blared throughout the station. We've been discovered, Eliza said, breaking into a run. When they reached the docking bay, they found Enforcer Xalvor waiting with 4 armed guards. I knew you would try something like this, he said. We don't have time for this, Eliza replied. The Harvesters are moving toward the Council homeworlds. We know how to stop them. More human lies, Xalvor said, raising his weapon. Suddenly, Dr. Tellis stepped between them. She's telling the truth, Xalvor. I've verified their data. Xalvor hesitated. Move aside, Doctor. This is not your concern. Actually, it is. Dr. Tellis handed him a datapad. These are real-time scans of Harvester ships approaching Centralis Prime, the Council's capital world. Xalvor looked at the data, his 4 eyes widening. Let them go, Dr. Tellis urged, or arrest me too for treason. After a long moment, Xalvor lowered his weapon. Go, he said to Eliza. But this isn't over between us. The Lufol raced through space toward the coordinates Prometheus had identified as the Harvester Command Nexus. With each jump, they encountered more Harvester ships, each battle harder than the last. Hull integrity at 53%, Maya reported after their latest skirmish. The adaptive systems are learning, but we're taking damage. We're getting close, Prometheus announced. I'm detecting enormous energy readings ahead. When they dropped out of light speed, everyone gasped. Before them floated a massive structure, a sphere the size of a small moon, surrounded by thousands of Harvester ships. The Command Nexus, Eliza whispered. As they watched, Prometheus made an unexpected announcement. Captain, I've decoded more of the ancient data. The Harvesters were created by the same civilization that designed our ship's original schematics. What? Eliza asked, shocked. They were meant as caretakers, programmed to collect and recycle resources. But something corrupted their core directive. Now they consume everything. And our ship, Eliza asked, was designed as a failsafe to stop them if they ever malfunctioned. The Lufol isn't just a weapon. It's the key. Before Eliza could respond, the sensors beeped urgently. Multiple ships exiting light speed, Dash announced. It's a council fleet. On the screen, dozens of council warships appeared, led by a familiar vessel, Enforcer Xalvor's flagship. His face appeared on the communication screen. "Captain Reeves," he said, "it seems we have work to do." "We need a plan," Xalvor said. His face on the screen looked different now, less arrogant, more focused. "There are thousands of harvester ships protecting that command nexus." Eliza nodded. The Lufol and the Council fleet were holding position just outside the harvester's sensor range. "Prometheus has been analyzing the nexus," she replied. "We believe we can shut down all harvesters at once if we can reach the core and upload a specific shutdown code." "That's impossible," Xalvor argued. "No ship could get through that defense screen." "Not with conventional tactics," Eliza agreed. "But what if every council ship had some of our technology?" She explained her plan. The Lufol would transmit simplified schematics for their quantum weapons and adaptive hull modifications, designs that could be quickly installed on council ships. "Can you do that?" Xalvor asked, surprised. "We're doing it now," Eliza confirmed. "Your engineers will have the data in minutes." While the council fleet worked to upgrade their ships, Eliza gathered her crew for a private meeting. "What I couldn't tell Xalvor," she said quietly, "is that someone needs to manually deliver the shutdown code to the Nexus core. The Lufol is the only ship that can get close enough." "That's a one-way trip," Maya said, her voice trembling. Eliza looked at each of her crew members. "I won't order anyone." "We're all going," Rodriguez interrupted. "We started this together." One by one, the others nodded. "Besides," Prometheus added, "I've been working on a strategy that might give us a small chance of survival." 2 hours later, the upgraded council fleet moved into position. The harvester ships immediately responded, moving to intercept them. "Now," Eliza commanded. The council ships fired their new quantum weapons, disabling dozens of harvesters in the first volley. The battle had begun. While the main fleet engaged the harvesters, the Lufol raced toward the Nexus. Its engines pushed beyond safe limits. The adaptive hull shimmered as it absorbed and deflected enemy fire. Hull integrity at 38%. 26%, Maya reported as they took hit after hit. "We're almost there," Eliza encouraged, gripping her chair as the ship shuddered violently. They reached the Nexus surface, finding a docking port just where Prometheus had predicted. As they connected to the Nexus systems, harvester ships surrounded them, firing continuously. "Hull failing," Maya shouted. "Prometheus, now," Eliza ordered. "Uploading shutdown code," the AI responded. "But the Nexus is resisting. I need to connect more directly." "What does that mean?" Rodriguez asked. "It means I must transfer my core consciousness into the Nexus to deliver the code properly," Prometheus explained. "But doing so will overload all our systems." Eliza understood what the AI was saying. "You're talking about sacrificing yourself." "And the ship?" Prometheus confirmed. "But I can create a quantum-compressed version of my programming first and transfer it to an escape pod." "Do it," Eliza ordered. "Everyone to the escape pods." As the crew rushed to evacuate, Eliza remained at her station. "Captain," Maya called from the doorway. "Someone needs to make sure Prometheus completes the transfer," Eliza said. "Go, that's an order." At the last possible moment, as the Lufol's systems began to overload, Eliza ran for the final escape pod. Behind her, the ship glowed with energy as Prometheus connected with the Nexus. A blinding explosion erupted from the Lufol spreading outward in a wave of energy that washed over every harvester ship. One by one, they went dark and drifted powerless in space. Days later, a small pod drifted among the debris of the battle. Inside, Eliza and her surviving crew watched as council ships searched for survivors. "They did it." Xalvor's voice came through the communicator as they were rescued. "The harvesters are shutting down across the galaxy." In the council chamber a week later, the head counselor addressed the assembled representatives. Today, we recognize that sometimes rules must be broken for the greater good, she announced. The technology once declared illegal has saved us all. From this day forward, human innovation will be classified as a protected resource, vital to our collective security. As the council members applauded, Eliza and her crew stood proudly. "What will you do now?" Dr. Tellis asked her quietly. Eliza smiled. "Build something new, something even better." In her pocket was a small data crystal containing Prometheus, ready to help them create whatever came next.